Good morning. So today is April 1st. Happy April Fools. Hopefully you don't get pranked too much. Stay alert. All right, so we have here's a chart of ES. And after the rally, we had this big rally on last week, which took us all the way to 53.2275. Then we slowly started pulling back, and right about half of this range, we found buyers. We pushed really hard higher into this, back to retest this highs. Now overnight, we started the overnight session with a strong push up, balance up here, probably some profit taking, and now we're pulling back into the what was the settlement from Friday, which is the weekly and monthly settlement, which is a very key level. So it was it usually is a strong magnet, weekly, daily, and week and monthly settlement, right? So that's at 5308.50, which is where we're likely to tag today, and which coincides also with the 5-day point of control. So this whole area is where we have the latest value, right? So we have some value from here, and then we retested that value area on Friday, right? The whole move. Now I've been saying that we have a lack of excess on the upside from this day, and that targets 53.37. We didn't quite get there, but we almost tagged it. So I'm gonna be watching today to see if we move back above the March high, which is 53.2275, and then keep moving higher, or if we start, we already started pushing back into the range. So we have to see where we're gonna find the buyers that defend this pullback. So I'm gonna be watching this area also, the which is the area that splits the two distributions, right? You see a double distribution here very clearly. So 52.98, around there, we could be looking for long setups to go back into the 5-day point of control here at 53.10ish. And then, so if we fail to break below here, then I will look for a move back to retest these highs. Now, if we get below this low volume area, then all this, we have a 3-day balance here. It could be a little choppy here until traders decide what the next move is going to be, because this is where value was accepted last week. And if we test this lower levels at 52.68ish and to 64, this is an area where I'm interested in looking for long setups. Ideally, we want to see them take these lows and grab some liquidity and then push higher. Now, this area right here is we still haven't retested. So if we start getting below the previous week's low, below 63, and accepting below that, then we're likely to tag this 52.37 area, which is where the 20-day point of control is, and clean up some of the poor structure from a couple of weeks ago, where we have 3 sets of single prints. This is an old one. So this whole area needs some cleaning up. But this is the area where we broke above from. So I would expect some buyers to defend this. So we're not there yet. We're still way up here. So NQ is a little more balanced for now. We have this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like almost a week of just balancing in the same level. So I would look for some support for buyers to defend this 18,400. And if they don't, then I'm going to be looking for this area to be retested, which is where we were balancing a couple weeks ago, and a retest of the 18,280. Okay. Now crude, as I was saying earlier, seems like every time it drops, it finds buyers. This morning we came back. If you look, we dropped all the way from 83.60 all the way here to retest the point of control from Friday, and then there was a strong push, really big push. We moved from 82.60 to 83.70, 70 and change, 70 exactly, and now the pit just opened, and now we're pulling back again. And that's also another thing that I've been noticing with crude. I'm not an expert in crude, but one thing I've been noticing is that usually when the pit opens, there's a counter move to at least the last hour of what was happening on the overnight session, and we're getting that. We just opened, and now we're pulling back pretty strong into where we were earlier this morning. And as I was saying earlier, I think that we're looking to come back into the 84.20s. It's an area where we had some balance back in October of 2022. There was if you look back, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, like a 6 days, 5-day balance area, with the mid around 84.30. So that would be my target for crude for the next couple of days, 84.30. I'm gonna be looking for that if this levels hold. If we are able to get below 82.20, then we're in this area. It's a little choppy, but the 20-day point of control right now is at 81.05, so that's gonna be a big magnet. If we can get through this 2-day balance and close this gap, let's say the RTH gap here. Let's see what else. We are starting the day with we were opening outside of range with 100% long inventory, but that got corrected. I'm not sure exactly what the news was, but bonds started dropping. Yields, the 30-year yields started really rallying, so that created this pullback. I'm not sure. I was looking for news, but I couldn't find anything. But we are now balancing right before the. Sorry, I have the wrong chart on here. I was saying that we're balancing right before we're tagging this settlement price. And we have some news throughout the week. We have some earnings. We have PMI at 945 today. We have ISM manufacturing at 10. We have JOLTS tomorrow. What else do we have? OPEC has some meetings, so that's gonna bring some volatility into the oil market. We have a lot of news this week. We have trade balance, jobless claims, non-farm payroll, Fed speaking. So we're gonna have an interesting week. So keep your risk under control, and make sure you pick your spots and have a defined place where you take the trades and have a plan and follow your plan. All right.